Das nächste Match ist angesetzt auf einen Fall.
He is a man who returned to GWF earlier this year, but he has got into a hell of a feud against a three-time former champion.
Auf den Weg zu bringen, mit einem Gewicht von 100 Kilogramm, aus Bad Bone City, the opportunist, Sean Bad Bones Klinger.
Well, John Bad Bones Klinger returned to the Light Heavyweight World Cup, James, and ever since then, he has been embroiled in this rivalry with Pascal Spalter.
Oh, what a rivalry of power this is. I was sat in the crowd at the Light Heavyweight World Cup as Bad Bones made his return to GWF, and it was chaos. Absolute chaos, and that's what this man brings with him.
The opportunist, Sean Bad Bones Klinger.
Klinger stands tall here in Huxley's, where he has his fans, but it is a mixed response, no doubt, for Bad Bones.
Sein Gegner.
You want to see mixed response?
Well, I think this response might be somewhat unanimous.
Auf den Weg zu bringen, mit einem Gewicht von 131 Kilogramm. Er ist der Held der Hauptstadt, der Mann der Zeitgeschichte, Stern von Berlin, the German Heavyweight aus Berlin, Pascal Spalter.
There's one thing you can say about Pascal Spalter, and that is he has a love-hate relationship with himself. He loves himself, and he hates everybody else, and he doesn't give a damn whatever you say.
Oh, Spalter is a former three-time world champion, as I said, but he has been stunted somewhat in his progression towards a fourth title reign by this ongoing hatred, a mutual hatred between himself and Klinger. One way or another, for these two to progress in their GWF careers, this needs to be settled, and it might just be done once and for all here tonight.
And what better a place to do it? Legacy, the biggest show, 23-year anniversary of wrestling here in Berlin. And Pascal Spalter is a man who has pretty much written the recent history. He is the man of contemporary history, the man to Zeitgeschichte himself, Pascal Spalter.
Der Hauptstadt, Mann der Zeitgeschichte, Stern von Berlin, the German Heavyweight aus Berlin, Pascal Spalter.
Pascal Spalter, love him or hate him, and frankly most hate him, but you cannot deny that he has been a major part of the recent history of this company.
Three-time GWF World Champion. You cannot look past that fact, even though the opportunist, Bad Bones, is stood across the ring from him.
I'm just trying to gauge the crowd here. Oh, this is unexpected. There's some support for Spalter here as well as for Klinger. I think Spalter's a little taken aback by that. Some of the crowd surprised themselves.
Very true. Normally, it's not Spalter they're chanting. I know we are the English stream. I'll try and provide as much translation as possible, but I'll try and keep it PG, which means I can't always translate the S word that they keep chanting at Pascal Spalter.
Well, the bell rings and this battle between these two heavyweights is underway. Of course, it does merit saying that initially I would imagine that neither of these men would have been enjoying quite the reception that they are here, because there was a third part to this story. Lucky Kid was going to make this a three-way. He's been part of this feud since the Light Heavyweight World Cup as well. Unable to compete tonight. We look forward to seeing him back soon, but certainly as far as the animus between these two goes, a chance to settle that here.
But perhaps that now benefits Pascal Spalter, because the luck he has not had in triple threat matchups certainly has gone away from him. Lost pretty much every opportunity in a triple threat up setup.
Well, 2 of those 3 championship reigns I talked about did end in triple threat matches, and he had, as you say, another opportunity, at least one I can think of, where he could have won the title back in a 3-way and failed. So you're right, it's not his strongest suit. But look at this, it's getting intense very quickly.
This is such a different match to our last match. We just came up a high-speed affair with the OWE competitors. Now, 2 of the biggest heavyweights in German wrestling are going to go toe-to-toe.
Just 2 of the biggest heavyweights, but 2 of the heaviest hitters as well, as you're seeing here, as Spalter and Klinger unloading on each other in the opening moments of this one.
Oh, if ever there was the moniker Clash of Titans, this is the one. These 2 are going to leave it all there, and there's not going to be a whole lot left at the end of it.
Spalter with a chop across the chest. Klinger gives him a receipt. And Klinger now with the right hands, trying to take control against Spalter, the star of Berlin, but he gets blocked. And Spalter with a hip toss sends Bad Bones down.
The whole ring just shook as Klinger hit the mat here, and I think that's going to be a very common occurrence here. You can see almost the whole building shaking as these 2 go toe.
Oh, there is over 500 pounds of human flesh in that ring at the moment. And Spalter, I think, with the majority of that, he has the size advantage, which is something I think that Klinger is not used to, but Klinger showing some of his agility there with the drop kick.
The power of Klinger, though, you got to look at this. The physique, the power, everything goes in his way, and big back body drop from Klinger. That is no easy feat to lift a man the size of Pascal Spalter and just send him crashing to the mat below.
The look on Spalter's face when he landed there, it wasn't just the pain of the landing, I think it was the shock that Klinger was able to lift him. Spalter though gets the boot up into the face of Klinger, and Spalter with the cross body.
Not often we see Pascal Spalter head up and fly through the air.
Well, look, Spalter may despise Klinger, and that is certainly true, but he does not underestimate him. He knows just how dangerous an opponent Bad Bones can be.
And we've talked a lot about the accomplishments of Pascal Spalter, but Bad Bones has come incredibly close to upsetting Chris Colen multiple times. Of course, had that tables, ladders, and chairs 5-way matchup last month, and the 1 versus 1 opportunity back at Summer Smash. He was inches away from a title opportunity and a reign for himself.
Now this here is exactly why so many people dislike Pascal Spalter. The arrogance here of this move, where he just sits back on the back of the neck of his opponent while taunting the crowd, is something quite dislikable, to say the least.
And as I told you, Dave, I can't translate. Not directly anyway, but consider the translation of the move is the toilet seat.
The cover and a kick out onto, really? Is that what he calls it?
The Toilettensitze, which...
I am not calling it that.
Considering the crowd chant a very thing you normally would do there at Pascal Spalter, tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't speak any German, but I got the gist. Spalter, though, doesn't seem to care. He's still clearly in control here as he's picking up Klinger. Another chop sends Klinger reeling back into the corner. Spalter doing what he does so often when he takes control here, just slows things down and inflicts pain at his own pace.
You look at Bad Bones, though. The recent times on 3 count, we've seen him trying to weave his way up into title opportunities. He's had 2 already, but always talking to Ahmed and Mike, just constantly trying to influence where he can, and that's why they call him the opportunist. It's not just in the ring, it also comes outside, but he's got to find an opportunity to come back in this one, because Pascal Spalter's been on the offense for a good few minutes.
Well, hang on, but Spalter has taken his eye off the ball with this. Yeah, this might be the opportunity you were talking about, because Klinger is on the top rope. Spalter hadn't seen him. The double axe handle to Spalter, but the star of Berlin didn't go down.
Not quite a falling star. We'll see if it's a shooting star at the end of this matchup, but Bad Bones, power of his own. But you can see a little bit slow to take advantage of it. Has suffered quite a lot of damage from Pascal Spalter's offense so far in this match.
Klinger with a bicycle kick though, trying to again take the big man down, and Spalter trying to battle his way free. Klinger was looking for a German suplex. That would have been interesting. Instead you get the double underhook suplex from Spalter.
I feel like if that hits, it's the most German suplex there ever has been. 2 German heavyweights here in Berlin.
That's a great point.
I've got to have one every now and again, Dave.
Spalter though, there's that arrogance again from Pascal. Well, of course that's not going to get it done, Spalter. Why are you looking shocked? Don't blame the referee.
Well, this is Pascal all over. He knows he's not getting the job done, but maybe riling the crowd, riling up, disrespecting Bad Bones there, trying to get in the head. That's half of Pascal Spalter's game plan, is always try and play that mental angle.
And you see now Spalter is going back to that strategy that has served him well for the majority of the match, trying to wear down Klinger. Klinger might be on the brink of unconsciousness here. That arm has dropped once, it's going up a second time, it's gone down a second time. If it goes down this time, Spalter's your winner. Klinger clinging on, if you excuse the pun, but he's barely still in there. He's got to find enough energy to somehow get to his feet there, or this is going to be over.
Back up to a vertical base is Klinger. Oh, looking for the trashless.
Spalter looking for that finishing move, but it's at the German suplex. There it is from Klinger. The cover from Klinger and a kick out on 2.
He could only get the inside leg, couldn't quite get the full weight down on Pascal Spalter, and that's what we're talking about is Bad Bones, Pascal Spalter have thrown a lot at each other in this matchup, and these heavyweights, when you have a bout like this, every single thing.
Oh, hang on a second, Klinger's looking for self-justice, but he got caught. He got caught, an overhead belly to belly. What power from Spalter.
What strength, it may not look like it, but look, Klinger is a giant man himself, and the fact that Pascal Spalter can just pick him up and throw him right over the top of his head. Impressive, impressive from the 3-time world champion.
Klinger is up to his feet on the apron, but I don't know if he knows where he is. Looking to go for that spear between the top and middle that we've seen him hit before, but Spalter had that scouted. And Spalter knows that he has Klinger exactly where he wants him here. Trying to
end up on the middle rope.
Yeah, I think Spalter is looking for the exclamation point here, the deadlift superplex. We saw one earlier. Will we see another one here? No, we won't. There's the counter. What a counter from Klinger. And Klinger didn't have enough about him there. He didn't know where he was to put his body on top of Spalter to attempt the pin.
Looks like the momentum of just the sheer weight, the force put into turning that around for the counter just has Bad Bones rolling away when it was an opportunity there for him perhaps to put this one away. We haven't really spoken about this match as a whole, and while there's nothing directly on the line, you have to think picking up a win here is going to do wonders for either man.
Oh, Spalter gets caught by Klinger. Wow. Klinger turns things around. Klinger after countering that superplex. Looked like he landed awkwardly. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to capitalize, but capitalize he has. And in fact, Klinger may be on the brink of putting this one to bed. John Bad Bones Klinger on the top rope here. Spalter laying prone in the middle of the ring, and Klinger off the top with the elbow right into the heart of the 3-time world champion to win it. No.
Picture perfect elbow drop by the opportunist. Looked like it may have got it done, but Pascal Spalter just able to get the shoulder up in time. Perhaps that moment of respite, being able to kind of lay there, and despite getting caught by an elbow drop, maybe it was just enough for Pascal Spalter to stay alive in this.
Look at this though, Klinger is measuring him like a predator eyeing up its prey.
Perhaps shades of the light heavyweight World Cup. Remember, it was Spalter that got speared by Bad Bones.
Going for the code breaker. Given to him by permission, by the way, from Chris Jericho, but there's the dropkick who sent Klinger hard into the turnbuckles. That's a wrap, and he gets it. Spalter with the that's a wrap on Klinger. The cover, and did he? No.
What?
How on earth? earth did Klinger kick out of That's a Wrap?
We have not seen almost anybody. Only Tarkan Aslan this year has kicked out after the Dreschluss. That has put away so many world champions. And John Bad Bones Klinger just got the shoulder up after 2. Pascal Spalter is perplexed. He has no idea what he has to do to put this matchup away.
Your German pronunciation is exceptional, by the way. I'm calling
I paid for it, otherwise I'd keep the receipt.
I'm calling it That's a Wrap. That's the English. Anyway, Spalter is headed to the top. Spalter climbing to the penthouse here. But Klinger will stop him from getting there. Klinger took too long. Spalter, and that countered. And Spalter trying to send Klinger to the outside. He does so, but Klinger will grab the leg. And Spalter landing very awkwardly on the apron. The super kick sends Spalter down.
Both men running on fumes at this point. Klinger maybe even wanting to pick up a win here by Canada. At this point, there's no championship on the line. A win is a win at this point. And if Klinger, this might be that opportunity. I don't think he really cares how he wins this match.
Yeah, it's more about bragging rights, but as much as I'm sure in an ideal world he'd love to win this by pin or submission, you're right, he'll take the count out. If that's what it takes to get the win over a 3-time world champion on the biggest stage that GWF has to offer. And he is, what, 3 seconds away from getting that win, and Spalter ensures with 2 seconds left that it didn't happen, but Klinger with a kick. Klinger caught Spalter off guard, and Klinger, no.
So many of these covers, Klinger is only just able to get the near side leg, not quite able to get all of the leverage necessary to get just that secure pin, and maybe that is one of the difference makers here, just how much energy has been taken out of the opportunist.
Klinger, though, is the first back to his feet again. Spalter is not moved since that last exchange, but you say the opportunist has to take the opportunity here, while Spalter is essentially dead weight.
Spalter might be out. You just saw how he slumped back down to the ground, and Bad Bones says this one's over.
Yeah, Klinger is looking to end it. Klinger is looking to end it. Spalter clearly worse for wear here, but he rakes the eyes of Klinger. Desperation move by the German heavyweight. Boot goes up by Klinger. Klinger goes for this a second time, and this time nails that spear between the top and middle rope. Klinger can feel the energy here of the crowd in Huxley. He's going to look for the self-justice. Oh, he got caught with a clothesline.
Massive clothesline out of the air. Looking for the Dreschluss again.
Nailed it. That's a wrap. Will that be a wrap for John Bad Bones Klinger? Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Pascal Spalter with the win.
Der Sieger, der Held der Hauptstadt, Mann der Zeitgeschichte, Stern von Berlin, the German Heavyweight aus Berlin, Pascal Spalter.
Pascal Spalter lays to rest the ghost that has haunted him for the past 6 months with a victory over John Bad Bones Klinger. And you've got to ask yourself, James, headed into 2019, will he now reset his sights on the world title?
You have to think so.
Berlin, der Sieger aus Berlin, Pascal Spalter.
I don't think Spalter knows how to react. Half the crowd are cheering him, half the crowd are booing him. I mean, maybe he's looking for a world championship run, but does he even care about the fans right now? I don't think so. I think all he cares about is the fact that his arm just got raised and the opportunist is still lying in the ring.
Pascal Spalter with a grin on his face as he has defeated the man who has tormented him for half a year, John Bad Bones Klinger.
The German Heavyweight, Pascal Spalter. Und Berlin, was für ein großartiger Gegner. Wenn er im Ring steht, wird es immer großartig. Dieser Mann hat keine schlechten Kämpfe. Er bringt immer Topleistung, auch heute, auch wenn er verloren hat. Gebt ihm einen richtig großen Applaus. Aus Bad Bones City, John Bad Bones Klinger. Europa. Und ich hoffe, wir sehen uns ganz bald wieder. So, Bad Bones Klinger.